there's always one thing that people are missing out on calculating or observing and keeping track of, and that's body fat percentage, not just overall weight. Because what good is it that you lose all this weight, but some of it is for sure water weight, but it can also be muscle weight, right? It can also be muscle weight. When it comes down to weight loss, it's got to be body fat percentage in regards to body fat, right? You're going to increase some muscle, so a lot of times the scale might not go down. Like for this guy, if we would have known his body fat percentage since the beginning, then we would have known what kind of weight he's losing when he weighs in. So we have this video from Mr. Beast that came out in June 21st. Go ahead and check it out on his main channel, Mr. Beast channel, June 21st. And it's one of his friends. He wins $250,000, $250,000 in 1 year. So he has to lose 100 pounds in 1 year. Is that possible? Yes. You know, that's around what? 50 pounds in 6 months, and then 25 in 3 months. So 25 pounds in 3 months. Oh yeah, that's very possible. 3 months. Yeah. So now in 3 months, that's like 10 pounds, give or take, 8 pounds a month. So yeah, 8 pounds a month is very, very possible. So now, like I said, the only bad thing about this is that they're not keeping track of his body fat percentage. I'm hoping that he is building lean muscle tissue. That way he doesn't gain that weight back later on. Because if you don't build lean muscle tissue, then you're going to be just depending on your movement, on your expenditure, right? You don't have your metabolism. If you don't build lean muscle tissue, then you don't raise your metabolism. Your metabolism can regulate your weight as you now move on in your life, right? So in the very beginning, a lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened on this video. And I'm going to go ahead and share that with you. And like I said, I think everything is awesome. The only thing that I don't see is that they're not keeping track of his body fat percentage and also his daily calorie intake in regards to macronutrients. I'm hope he's eating the right amount of protein as well, right? Because they gave him that whole gym. They gave him a personal trainer, and they also gave him a whole kitchen, right? A whole kitchen to where he can eat whatever he wants, right? But it's all healthy food, right? So let's start from the beginning.
Madge. This is my friend Madge, and if he loses 100 pounds in the next year, I will give him $250,000. This is Madge's new home, and he will have his own personal gym, unlimited healthy food, and everything else he needs to lose 100 pounds.
Bro, this is actually crazy.
But Madge, there is a catch. This red line, before you...
So he just can't leave. He can't leave the place until he loses 100 pounds in 1 year, which is cool. You know, he's gonna be there for a while. A whole year is a long time. It is a long time. Yeah. And the thing is, he doesn't know he's gonna get a personal trainer yet, so he ends up getting him a personal trainer because he's gonna be going in and basically doing what he thinks is what he needs to be doing to lose those 100 pounds. But again, it's not only about losing weight. It's about building lean muscle tissue, right? And again, body fat percentage as well, not just overall weight. Here in Manny's Fitness program, I've always done that from the very beginning because I've always noticed that you might lose weight, or sometimes you might not even see the scale move, and you've been consistent, you've been on your game with your nutrition, everything on point. Proper nutrition. There's his coach right there.
Yes, sir.
About to lose this belly?
Yep.
Can't wait to see this man skinny and jacked.
Come on!
One of the most exciting things about this video is right now, Madge doesn't even know how to squat. By the end of this video, he's gonna be a machine.
Set your butt down towards your heels.
Yeah, so that's awesome. That's a guaranteed. If you have a whole-blown gym, full-blown gym, you have a full-blown kitchen with all nutritional food, good nutritional food, you have everything you need right there. That's it. And a personal trainer. So the only thing, like I said, is what does he like? How much food? There it is right there. So
Cooking today. He's teaching me how to grill.
That's good, right?
That's so good.
The plan your trainer laid out for you, you've been completing up to 18,000 steps per day.
Yeah.
You've been lifting 5 days a week.
Correct.
And you've only been eating 2,500 calories a day?
Yep. This is life changing, right? I want to lose.
2,500 calories a day. But what about his macronutrients, right? How much protein, how much good fat, how much carb, right? Because if he's going to want to build lean muscle tissue, do not leave out the protein. Even vegans need to pay attention to high protein source plants, right? In order to create muscle mass.
This is healthily. This is what I've been eating. This is what has been getting me full. This is the new and reformed Maj, not the past Maj.
Every day of his first month, from the moment he woke up, Maj put everything into...
And you never know. They might not be speaking about it much, but he might have his macronutrients on point. He might have his daily calorie intake on point with a slight deficit, right? Not too big of a deficit, because if he keeps going like this, again, weight loss is not going to occur in the middle of your transformation, right? Because in the middle of the transformation, now you don't have water weight that you need to lose. All right. And you're going to be gaining muscle as well. So you're not going to see that scale go down. Right. And that's the whole gist of this, is seeing the scale go down, which he does. He does. So check out the whole video. But eventually he does hit his mark. There's a very sad moment that occurs on this video. It's horrible. You see his trainer Wall, his last name is Wall. He passes away. He ends up passing away during this whole challenge, and it's like he looks young. What happened, we don't know. The only thing that they say is that they found him passed away in his room, and they do break the news to him, and right there, and he loses it as well. He loses it. It's very, very sad. Horrible. And another sad thing about this is that the competitor, he ended up losing his father a while back as well. And he went through the whole experience after sharing it to his father, his progress, because he already was getting in shape. He was already looking better before. Right. And once he lost his father, I think he kind of let himself go. And now this happens as well. Right. Now his trainer passes away. And one thing that I didn't like what his trainer said, and over here, because he said, hey, eventually the way that we're going to do this is we're going to decrease your calories and increase your movement. And that's actually a recipe for disaster, right? Because what ends up happening, you can go into catabolic state to where now your body actually holds on to body fat because of the survival mode mechanisms. And you end up just burning muscle instead, right? So I think it's right here.
Over time, we're only going to decrease his calories, increase his activity, and up his cardio.
So it's going to get harder with him as the video goes on.
He is going to suffer. This is going to get harder for him.
And every 20 pounds Maj loses moving forward, you'll be able to see a noticeable...
Yeah. And then again, for the sake of the video, probably, right? So they had to go to the extreme, right? We usually use a daily calorie intake calculator to where it gives you the maintenance level calorie intake, weight loss calorie intake, and extreme weight loss calorie intake. And I would tell my members, never try to do that whole extreme. Never. It's because you're gonna deprive the body from enough calories to not only perform but also recover, repair, rebuild. Not knowing that if you give it the right amount, and like not too little, right? Not too little to where you go into catabolic state, but you give it just a slight deficit, you can still recover, replenish, and and heal. Not only that, but perform with those calories. And a lot of times, if you do it the extreme way, you're setting yourself up for failure for the future. Your body goes into shock, and you mess up your whole protein muscle synthesis mechanisms, how to build muscle, so on and so on, right? So eventually, they give him other challenges that he can increase his payment or his winnings. And he ends up doing it. It's amazing. He looks different. He looks good. But it will be nice to check his body fat percentage, though, right?
34 pounds.
What? No way!
No! You only have 10 more pounds to lose, and then this video is over. If you play your cards right, you could be out of here in the next 30 days.
Thanks, Jimmy.
All right, but now you need a lock-in. Come on!
Yeah. So there you have it. Is it an awesome transformation? It's hard for me to say. Like, I'm hoping he did build. I'm pretty sure he did, right? But it's always, But I've been through times to where somebody will come to me in regards to weight loss and muscle building, and they have came from a crash diet type of situation or journey or transformation to where it tore down the body so much. Their mechanisms, their ability to rebuild, replenish, and heal, it's like almost shut down. Their metabolism is shut down. So it's 10 times harder to even build muscle once you want to, after you do some kind of crash diet or some kind of crazy way to lose that weight. So a lot of times people are losing a ton of weight with the whole medication, right? There's this pill called Ozempic, right? Is it a pill? I think it's even an injection, Ozempic or something like that, or just an overall crash diet type of weight loss way to do it, and it's detrimental. It's bad, right? So we're hoping that through this 1 year, he did build some new muscle tissue that's gonna help him keep that weight off. Right, and have strength, have stamina, have the ability to recover, repair, replenish, so on and so on. So performance-wise, right? Performance-wise. So a lot of times they're testing his strength, which is good, because that, in order to hang for a long time, he's able to do more, of course, because he weighs less. It's not that it might not be because he got stronger. It can be just because he weighs less. Now he's not carrying so much.
No joke, we scanned your body, saw exactly where you lost fat, and created this suit.
Bro, there's no way this is me. That's literally another human being.
Let's put it on.
I gotta wear this?
175 days ago, you wore this every day.
Yeah, so there you have it. So they might be doing it right, which is good, really good. I just hoped they mentioned his body fat percentage before and after, because there is a healthy amount of body fat that you need, right? Too little is also bad. Too much, of course, is bad. It's got to be like right in the middle, give or take, right? So there you have it right there. A couple of things that I just wanted to pass with these videos, these type of weight loss challenges that are out there. Be careful with them. Don't try to lose weight too rapidly, because you're going to lose muscle along the process, and you're not going to be able to perform or keep that weight off as you continually get older, right? Because as we get older, we already lose a little bit of muscle as well, so we got to be careful with that, so on and so on. So yeah, check out the video, Mr. Beast, and check it out for yourself. But other than that, I want to know what you think in the comment section. What do you think? And let me know if you have a question, comment, or concern. You guys take care, be safe, stay motivated.